In this video, I'll show you how I went from a blank Unity project to a full game in a week.
Oh! Oh shit! Ah! I thought he stopped.
Where the fuck you come from, bro? Hey, yo, where the trash can now, yo? Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Hey, yo, cuz.
It seems that all these YouTubers are talking about making small games, so I decided to do it. First thing I had to do was come up with an idea. So I watched some horror movies for inspiration. After that, I had a handful of ideas for game mechanics, but no clue about what I should do with the storyline. And then I thought about some of my favorite horror games like Five Nights at Freddy's. I could snatch some of my favorite elements from those games and add them to mine. So I opened up a blank project in Unity. I know that there are many assets in the store for first-person character controllers, so why build one up from scratch? So I downloaded one that was free, and it serves the purpose of this project. You can't have Clown Town without clown. So I created the first clown. And some people are not gonna like this, but I can't make 3D models, so I went to Meshy and created the 3D model there. And I mean, Meshy's great for prototyping, but for this style, once I pixelate it, stylize it, I may just keep it as it is. Once I had the first clown in, I had to create an AI script. The basic premise of this is a state machine. They have different state where sometimes they stalk you, sometimes they teleport behind you, sometimes they sprint at you, sometimes they run. It's a wide variety, but it'll make each time you play through more unique. And a big part of horror games is the sound effects. So I wanted to get the sound effects in soon, but they definitely amped up the fear factor. The open warehouse space was cool, but it really needed some objects to interact with throughout the night. Bought some assets from the asset store, circus assets that I could bring in and that all fit together. Then I made the first level. And of course, if it's FNAF inspired, you gotta have an annoying phone call at the beginning of each level. So I did my own recording and edited the audio in Fruity Loops. The lights going out were cool, but that kind of incentivized you to just sit by the fuse box and not explore. So I wanted to add a lantern in that you can kind of carry around, add to the feel. In order to balance this, I made the lights go out for longer. So there are periods of time where you're just running around with a small dome of light around you. You're eventually going to need some jump scares, especially in a horror game. So I added a jump scare and health system. So the first time they hit you, your heartbeat goes up and you're down to 2 lives left. The second time, the heartbeat goes faster.
Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Hey, yo, cuz.
And it starts to distort your screen. And then the third time, it actually swaps to a camera of the enemy that killed you.
Whoa, shit. I heard it. I didn't know where it was coming from.
And then it has some text kind of saying what you should do next time you encounter that enemy.
Don't get too close to Gramps. You better not get too close to me or else I'm gonna shit my pants.
And needed some more enemies off of that. So I created the balloon clown. These balloons just come towards you slowly the whole time you play, and when you pop them, it spawns them in, and he just follows you around until you run into him. Then he changes state. Then I made the second level. The second level, I wanted to make it a bit bigger and add more elements. So as you progress, the levels become bigger, a bit more dynamic, and you have more enemies to face. That's how the difficulty scales. After this, I just made a whole bunch of enemies, 3D models, and I tweaked their AI a little bit so they all behave differently. I made the little girl, made the grandpa clown, then I made the ventriloquist dummy, and they all have unique behaviors. To wrap it up, that's pretty much how I made Clown Town. It took me about 48 hours of work. A good portion of that was just playing it. After working on my main game Blitz for 1,000+ hours, it was really refreshing to work on a smaller project. I learned a lot and plan on adding more updates to make the game better. The Steam page is live and the demo's coming very soon, so stay tuned on that. And if you could wishlist that would mean a lot. But yeah, this is just one of the many games I'm going to be making on this channel, so stay tuned. Later.